All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? Took a day off, and now it's Friday afternoon, Memorial Day weekend. The freeway back there is moving slow. Lots of people on the roads, all of them heading home from work or to their getaway fun weekend destinations. I'm headed into work. We're back on the night shift. But you know what? I'm tired of this reefer, man. I'm just gonna drop it right here in the yard. Yeah, let's go drop it. All right, we're gonna put this little lock on here. Good to go. That way nobody can take my dang trailer while it's sitting here. Like they took my catalytic converter off my pickup last week. Stinking thieves. All right, let's get rolling. All right, we are headed westbound to Richmond, my people. And hey, maybe you were tripping out a little bit, like, hey, why did you really drop your trailer just now? Yeah, I really did, man. I really did. Forget that trailer. No, I'm just joking. I did, but I agreed to do some power only. So, you know, as long as it makes me money, I don't care if it's my trailer or theirs. I mean, might as well save my tires and brakes, right? No big deal. If they want to pay me a good rate to run their trailer, I'll run theirs. So I'm never going to stop looking at power only loads running around me. You know, they're always an option. As long as I have the trailer I can drop in my yard and put that lock on it, then I'm okay to, you know, I'm okay to drop the trailer and run their trailers, run their loads for them. So we'll talk some more when we get over here to Richmond. We're going to the post office. So yeah, we're running for 10 roads today. 10 roads logistics again. So yeah, we'll talk more about what the setup is when we get there. But drop the trailer, bobtailing over to Richmond. We're gonna go get hooked up to our trailer. Let's roll. All right, we got a little bit of traffic through Berkeley, but we're still doing okay. We've got about 15 minutes to get there. I mean, the appointments on these aren't like super strict, but the thing is, I wanted to get there a little earlier so that I could kind of figure my way around, because I've never been here to this one. Last time it took me a little while to figure out, you know, get to where I was supposed to get to, which side of the building I was supposed to be on, find the place where the empties are and all that. So yeah, we'll get this thing figured out, but we're almost there. Shows that we're going to be there at 6:56 on my GPS, and you know, we're supposed to get there at 7, so I wanted to get there about 10 minutes earlier than what we're going to get there, but it's all good. It's Friday. Otherwise, this traffic usually, you know, isn't here this late through Berkeley. Usually by this time it's lightened up quite a bit, and this is lighter than it was earlier, but normally it's not even this bad this late. So yeah, it's no big deal. Just a little slowdown, just a little slower than usual. But Friday night, Memorial Day weekend, it's just what's gonna happen. It's just the way it is. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys when we get over here and we get our first trailer, and then we'll go from there. Sound good? Sound good? All right. Alright, so we got our trailer at our first stop, and we're right here. We're right on the bay. We got the nice bay breeze coming in. Feels good. There's a dog park behind us, so that's kind of fun. And it goes out on this point right here. And The city is that way. And then Oakland's back over here. So if we could get over to that side of the yard, we'd have a good view of both cities, but I'm not gonna waste my time because the exit's right here. So we gotta go. We're gonna bust over to Sacramento real quick, swap another trailer. And so we're going Oakland, Sacramento to go swap a trailer along I-5, a meetup point somewhere down there. So we're gonna get rolling. Let's roll. And we'll talk some more. We'll talk some more on the way down, because we got to. I gotta explain to you guys what's going on, what the deal is, and we gotta talk money, and then we gotta talk weekly. All right. So we got a lot to get to today, and I'm gonna try and get some more driving footage in before the sun goes down, because I'm not gonna do any nighttime driving footage. That's always garbage. So. Yeah, we'll get all our driving footage in at night. I mean, while it's still daytime. And then I'll check in with you guys when we get to Sacramento, and I'll just check with you guys every so often, like I always do. You guys know. You guys have watched these videos before. Saying you guys aren't new to this. And if you are, click the subscribe button. All right, let's get out of here. All right, so that was so quick. We checked in over an intercom in Richmond. They told us which spot the trailer was in and the trailer number, and I pulled in, and they literally just had it sitting at the exit for me. I mean, it was like 5 spots in, because it was an A5. So, you know, they just queued it up right there. They make it nice and easy for you, so you don't got to go driving in. So I just spun it around, got hooked up, and got out of there. I mean, it was super quick and easy. Didn't even have to talk or interact with anyone. So now we are going over this bridge on I-80, and we've got the toll plaza at the end, but they're still not taking any, you know, any cash or anything. So let's see. Yeah, fast track all lanes, no cash, no stopping, invoice mailed. But I already went ahead and just set up the the deal where it just takes a picture of my license plate. I don't have the transponder or anything. I just let it take a picture of my license plate and then go from there, so I can get you know, get in and out quickly and pay super quick. And all right, here we go. Trucks use right lanes. Okay, how many lanes is that? I'm gonna go with the one that all the other trucks are going into. How about that? It's for wide loads, so you can get through a little easier. I like that. I like that. Let's just keep on rolling. Went through there about 38 miles an hour. Woo! Cool. All right, as we make our way through Fairfield and this Memorial Day getaway traffic, we're just, I wanted to tell you guys, like, give you the backstory a little bit on this load. So, Wednesday, if you watched the previous video, I received a bunch of calls from brokers, a bunch of calls. And then I also received a call from 10 Roads Logistics. And the person at 10 Roads asked me if I could cover 5 loads for them. And I said, hey, if they're paying, you know, the same as what that load paid me last week, then I'm good to go on that. I'll pull the trigger. And so that person said, well, I don't have the power to, you know, give you that. I just let the brokerage side know what we need covered. But then they said, I'd like to send them your name and information as, you know, someone that I'd like to cover these loads. She would rather work with a carrier that she's familiar with, and we built a pretty good rapport over just that one load. We had good communication, and things went smooth on that one load we did last week for them, which was the Santa Clarita to Firebaugh, back to Santa Clarita round trip. And so now I'm just on the other side of that. I'm on the Northern California side of that, running Richmond to Sacramento and then down to Firebaugh. So, you know, this is a budding relationship, and so, you know, kind of takes the suspense out of each of the next 4 loads when you know, I already know what they're going to pay, and I'm going to tell you guys up front. You know, it's $1,600 per load, which is you know, I basically just scheduled $8,000 worth of work over the next, you know, 5 out of the 6 nights. So yeah, I'm happy about that. I know the market was turning because I was getting all of those phone calls. I mean, the market's heating up. So I probably could have made more than that if I would have played my cards right and, you know, been running up and down California and negotiating the heck out of each deal and trying to really maximize my loads and string them all together. But this one keeps me, you know, at the house, and you know, has the potential to, you know, build on this working relationship that we're building now with 10 Roads, that, you know, may end up being where, you know, we're the carrier that they call when they need something, you know, an emergency, you know, when someone calls in sick or when another carrier drops off a load and we got to go and save the day. You know, I'm cool with that. And depending on if we have more trucks in the future, it'd be cool to have you know, a relationship with someone that just feeds you work like that, and you can just go save the day for them, and then they pay you well for it. So anyway, so that's kind of my my spiel on this. I'm stoked for it. Like I said, probably could have made more money just running my reefer around, but that's not a guarantee either. And having, you know, 5 loads guaranteed, staying home, staying close to home, all of those things played in my favor, and I just decided, you know what, we're gonna rock and roll with this, even though I might be leaving a little bit of money, just a little bit of money on the table. I mean, let's be honest, $8,000, if it was all gonna be in 1 week, which it's not, it's split up over 2 different weeks, because 2 of the loads are, you know, Friday night to Saturday, and then so I'll have 4 loads on next week's, you know, kind of tally. But it's $8,000. I mean, that would be my best week by far if I was counting it all as 1 week. So it's not bad, but I could just sense the urgency of the brokers I was talking to. I actually turned down a number of loads on Wednesday so I could make it to my son's baseball game, and because just the timing of them wasn't going to work perfect, and I was kind of looking for the perfect load so that I could take 34 off and have my hours for this week set up for me to run all these for 10 Roads. So anyway, that's the lowdown on these roads. Let's get over to Sacramento and swap these trailers out. All right, so we're in Sacramento. He told us to go drop in 93. He said pick 92, 93, or 94. So we put our trailer right there in 93. And then he said pick up in 100. So it's cool, we're right here, but I wanted to show you guys something that just happened. Not just happened, but as I went to pull the pin, I realized that this thing was sitting a little bit high, and so it's hard for you guys to see, but anyway, the welds broke on that bracket, so it's hanging on because there's a bolt in there, but the welds broke, so I'm gonna have to get that fixed for the half fender. Kind of disappointed, didn't last very long. I don't know, somehow that thing broke. Maybe just rattle free because the roads in California suck, but that would suck because that would mean that's a, you know, pretty chintzy weld if that's the case. But anyway, let's get hooked up. Hopefully this thing doesn't rattle around too much. Yeah, man, I might have to pull this off. I don't know, this sucks. All right, let's see what happens. All right, so we made it to Panoche Road over here, Firebaugh along I-5, and I think we beat our swap partner. So I'm just hanging out. I don't have his phone number this time, which sucks because it'd be nice to know, you know, if he's like an hour out, I just lay down and take a nap. But if he's like 10 minutes away, I don't want to like take my shoes off and get all cozy and then have him banging on the door right when I start getting comfortable. So I think I'm gonna hang out for a little bit, and yeah, we'll see what happens. It's like Grand Central Station around here. It's 1 a.m. and man, Memorial Day weekend, a lot of people are traveling, man. A lot of people are traveling. So it's busy around here, man. It's busy. So he probably had a hard time getting out of LA on a night like tonight, with the Memorial Day traffic. I bet he was a little bit delayed on his start and trying to get all the stuff that he needs to get done. So that's what I'm betting on. I'm betting he's going to be here in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, it's kind of breezy, so probably messing up the microphone. But we'll go get in here, and then when we're on the way back, we'll talk. Actually, I'll probably wait until the sun comes up, and I'll do the numbers in the morning because I want to do the whole weekly review with it. So let's see what happens. Let's see how long this takes. Hopefully not too long. All right, so we just stopped at the Sacramento postal, whatever that one's called, distribution center, and it took almost an hour between trying to figure out where to drop that trailer, and then they didn't even know where to drop it because it had cardboard in it. It didn't have mail. So it was just I forget what they called it, M-Tech or something like that. So they told me to drop it in a door, and someone was sitting in that door for a while, and I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to park it across from that door, and they can drop it in there. I looked, and there was a bunch of other supply trucks and stuff lined up right there. I'm like, dude, or trailers, lined up. So I'm like, I'm just going to put it over there. They'll find it. This isn't my thing. It's not my gig. I'm so tired, and I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time to do this, so I've got to bust my butt to get over here to Richmond now. I had to find an empty trailer, back it into the dock, and then they just loaded 2 rolling carts on. We strapped them in, and then I got gone. So I don't know. This wasn't the best. This wasn't as smooth as the first run I did. First run I did, everything went pretty smooth. This one was a couple different hassles here and there. But anyway, Memorial Day weekend. We're back at it again tonight, so I got to go home and get some sleep. And yeah, we got to get to the numbers next. So I'm gonna make it over to Richmond, and then when we get back to the yard, I'll go over the numbers with you guys. All right? Does that sound good? Good. All right, guys, we're back to the yard, and we got to make this quick because I'm pooped. So $1,600. I already told you guys that. $1,600 and loaded miles on this this route that we did today was 460 loaded miles. So it's 347 a loaded mile, but we had to drive 105 miles to get there. So 670 total miles between bobtailing there and back. So that lowers our rate per mile for total miles to $239 a mile. So $239 a mile, not amazing, but like I said, this was the most miles we're gonna have to do out of all the routes. This one was projected at 13 hours. Tonight's is projected at 11 and a half hours. So obviously quite a bit different. Should be able to get a better rate per mile. I think it's gonna be less miles, but really the 105 miles deadhead is still gonna be there. So 210, on each load. But it's bobtail miles, and it's easy. It's easy. I'm not worried about it. So that brings our weekly total. Let's get to the weekly review, because we're just going to start doing the weekly reviews at the end of our last load of the week. So this is Saturday, the last load of this week. We did our first 2 reefer loads. We got $1,475, $1,300 on line haul, and $175 for detention to go from San Leandro to LA and Riverside. We did 1 pick, 2 drops. Then we did the 4 pick, 1 drop in Oxnard, Napomo, Santa Maria, and then we took it up to Durham, California, and that one paid us $2,800. So those were our first 2 reefer loads, and got us a good head start to the week. And then we just did this load now, power only, mail load for $1,600. So that brings our weekly total to $5,875 gross revenue to the truck, $5,875. I spent about $1,800 on fuel. I have a truck payment of $790 a week. Insurance is $370 a week, $375, something like that. And then trailer payment now for the first week, we have $375 per week for trailer payment. So all of that taken out, plus setting some money aside for registration, oil changes, incidentals. There's about $2,300 left over. I pay myself about $1,700 of that, and so I'll have $600 left over just to save on top of my maintenance fund and my registration fund. So good week, not great, not amazing, but pays the bills, sets money aside, sets the business up. You know, we should be making more than that right now with the way that the market is, and we will. We're gonna keep climbing here. But that's it, man. I gotta go home and go get some sleep. Flipping the nights is hard. It's 9:30 in the morning now, and I gotta go home. I'll probably won't be in bed until about 10:30 by the time I take a shower and hug the family and do all that. So this was our Friday night to Saturday load, and that's it. So stay tuned. Catch the next load on the next episode of Trekking California with Velox 18. I don't know if I want to call them episodes yet. That sounds weird. I don't know. Is it weird? It feels weird. Just watch the dang videos when I put them out. All right? All right. Love you guys. Peace.